everybody, how are ya? What's good with it? So I had this revelation that you guys have been tuning in every week for the past like 5 weeks, and y'all don't even know what you're tuning into. Y'all don't even know who you're tuning into. So I felt like I should do a Q&A video so that you guys could learn just a little bit more about me and some more facts about me and my life. I feel like I never really spilled the tea on myself ever, so this will probably be the one and only video that you guys get all the answers for. So I asked my Instagram to ask me questions about just things that they'd like to know and want me to talk about. So I have a bunch of responses from you guys, and I'm just gonna go through them and answer them. Answer them honestly. That's the vibe. Okay, first I'm gonna start off with like just very obvious facts about myself. My name is Mia Ortiz. Mia Ann Ortiz, actually. Hate my middle name so much. Yeah, that's my full name. I'm 23, born and raised in Philadelphia. I'm a Cancer. My birthday is July 7th, 2001. I'm 2001 baby, it's crazy. Yeah, let's get into the questions now. All right, I feel like everyone has been asking me this question, so I'm just gonna get it out the way. How did you get into modeling, and what was your journey like? Okay, long story short, it's not that long of a story, but I'd rather just like do a video fully on modeling so that I can like go into detail about everything. My story was a little bit different than everyone else's. I was in college. Modeling was like not really on my mind at all. Like I always thought that I could do it, but I never like was proactively trying to do it, if that makes sense. And then one day, this brand called MUAH, which some of you guys probably know me from, they posted a TikTok about this like viral fairy dress that they wanted to do a shoot with. They were like doing a model search for. And I saw it and I was like, all right, maybe I should just like reach out to them. Oh, for context, I actually had a friend who worked at the brand. And we go way back in my Brandy Melville days. I worked at Brandy Melville, Philly, which is crazy lore. I know, I'm a Brandy girl. I'm a Brandy girl at heart. I could talk about that whole experience some other time, but basically we worked at Brandy Melville together. She worked at this brand, and I texted her and I was like, hey girl, any shot I can shoot with you guys, I saw the TikTok. And she was like, oh my God, Mia, like, of course you, like, I forgot about you, like, yes, of course, like, can you take a train to New York tomorrow? Mind you, I had class, I had like shit going on in Philly, and I was like, you know what, I'm dropping it. I'm gonna hop on that train. So next day, took a train to New York. The first day we did like a test shoot, like tried things on me, see if things fit, and then like they tested to see how I shot. They loved me and they were like, oh my God, like we're gonna shoot the campaign on you tomorrow. So then I shot the campaign with them next day. Images came out so nice, they went viral, like the entire campaign was just amazing and it was such a good experience for me. And ever since I did that job, it kind of just like tripled. It was a triple effect, a little domino effect. And brands started reaching out to me. I started working a lot more. Mind you, this whole time I'm freelance. I was freelance for like a little over a year before I got scouted. So I did this job with this brand called MUAH, started working with a bunch of other brands for like a year. And then finally, I got an email from Ford Models. And they were like, hey, like, we'd love to have a meeting with you. Next time you're in LA, like, would you like to stop in the office? And I was like, hell yeah. So then I went, when I was in LA for a job, I went and like met with them and they were like, we'd love to sign you. And honestly, like, I wasn't really applying to any other places. And I was just like, you know what? This is a sign from the universe. Like, F it, I'm gonna sign. So then I signed. And yeah, I've been with Ford for 2 years. Everything has been amazing, and that's kind of how everything happened. It honestly just happened by chance. Like, if I didn't send that text to my friend, one text to my friend, and that, like, set it off for me. So it's crazy. Do the damn thing. Like, if you are ever afraid to do something, like, don't. Like, just do it. Because I was so anxious. Like, I remember before I sent the text, I was like, oh my God, like, what do I say? What if she doesn't answer? Like all these, like, different anxiety questions, like, didn't matter at all. And I was like, you know what? Like, I'll just send it. And because I sent it is the reason why I'm at where I'm at today. Like, it's crazy to think about. But yeah, that's basically a little bit of how I got started. Next big question that I literally got asked maybe 20 times is, what is my workout routine and what do I eat in a day? So this is a hard question because until recently, I honestly like did not work out and I ate terribly. And I always avoided people asking me this question because I never felt like I could give you guys like a truthful answer. And I know it's annoying for people to be like, oh, like I don't work out and I eat like shit and I blah, blah, you know, and I didn't want to be that girl, but like I was that girl. But yeah, so basically until like maybe 2 months ago, I was just eating like shit and not working out. But now I have been doing mat Pilates. That's like honestly like all I've been doing. And sometimes I do Pure Barre when I want to like really feel it. But yeah, I've been doing mat Pilates like 3 times a week, if that. And then as for diet, I've been trying to eat a lot more protein, but mostly like protein that isn't meat, I guess. Like for breakfast, I'll have those like Oikos, I'll do a picture, like the Oikos yogurt, like protein yogurt. There's 0 sugar. I think there's like 15 grams of protein in them. I do that with just like some no sugar granola and like bananas. Also, there's a lot of mornings where like I don't wake up hungry, so I get those like Fairlife protein shakes that are like 30 grams of protein or whatever, and I just like, they taste like chocolate milk and I just chug it. And honestly, like that's how I get my protein intake for the morning. But yeah, I think the main thing is just like I'm very mindful about what I eat, so like I don't eat an insane amount. Like my portions are small. I would rather eat more throughout the day and have smaller portions than eat like one big thing and like, or 3 big things. Another thing that I've seen that has really helped like my body has been doing no added sugar. Oh my God. Let me tell y'all, I grew up, like if y'all saw the diet that I had growing up, you would be like, Mia, how are you not obese or diabetic? Like it makes no sense. I would literally like, as a teenager, my mom would freaking buy me, she would keep me stocked. She would buy me those like boxes of freaking sweet tarts. They were like mini sweet tarts. And I swear to God, I ate a box of them a day. A box a day, y'all. Like sugar was like my addiction. Like I loved sugar when I was a teenager. I don't know why. I'm so glad I got out of that stage because like I literally like, I was just so swollen. And I noticed like when I moved to LA, I just felt like super, super just like tired all the time. I felt like swollen. Like my face was swollen, my body was swollen. Like you could tell, like I had a nice body, I have a nice figure, but it was just like swollen. So I cut out added sugar. And honestly, it's been great. And obviously like I'll have cheat days. Like there'll be times where I'm like, you know what? I'm craving a freaking, when I went to the movies recently, like I had a freaking huge icy pretzels and cheese and popcorn. Like don't play with me when it comes to the movies. Like I'm gonna get icy, you know? So I think it's just like eating smaller portions, 80-20 diet, like 80% of the time I'm eating pretty well. And then obviously I'm gonna have cheat days and I'm gonna have days where like I'm on my period and I wanna have freaking ice cream, you know? It's just being really mindful and in tune with what I eat, what I wanna eat and what I'm craving and like what I'm not allowed to eat for certain days. Like if I have a shoot coming up in 2 days, like then I'm not gonna be eating like shit for those 2 days leading up to it. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. I like don't really want to do videos on like what I eat in a day because it honestly like it varies every single day. Like I said, it just depends on what I'm feeling. But if y'all want to like DM me privately and stuff, I can tell you more about what I eat. But yeah, that's about it. Hi guys, it's Mia from the future. I am editing this video right now and
I just needed to come on here and say that I was cracking myself up because I'm going on this full rant about how I'm cutting out no sugar or whatever, as I'm literally snacking on Twizzlers as I edit. My point is that you can do what you want. Okay, guys, I'm on vacation. I'm allowing myself to eat some Twizzlers while I edit my freaking YouTube video. Like, it's okay. So I just felt that I should have put this in there because it's so funny to me. All right, adios.
Okay, next question. Did you get a boob job? Haha, they sit so pretty. No, I did not get a boob job, y'all. They are real. I wish, like, I don't know how to prove it to you unless I shake them, but yeah, they're real. I went through puberty at like 12 years old, got huge boobs. I don't know what to tell you. I got it from my mom. My mom has huge boobs, and my dad's side, the women on my dad's side have big boobs too. So yeah, I just got blessed with genetics, I guess. They're not fake. I will be the first to tell ya. All right, next question. How do you manage traveling? Let me tell ya. For a second there, I was not managing anything. I was just like going with the flow. When I was in college, so I started modeling when I think it was 2021, like right after COVID. And I was still in school full time, like in person. I was a finance major. Yes, I went to college. Okay, wait. Let me rewind. I went to college all 4 years. I graduated with my bachelor's degree in finance at Drexel University in Philadelphia. But to answer the question, how did I manage traveling? I didn't. Like, I literally didn't. I don't know how I graduated college. Like, I'm not kidding. I was barely in class. Like, I literally never went to class. I was traveling back and forth from LA 6, 7, 8 times a month. I would like take overnights and then go straight to class. There was just like, I basically like only did what I needed to do to pass and to like graduate during the last like year. I don't know how I was able to do it, but I'm so glad that part of my life is over. Oh my gosh. I would have anxiety attacks, like constantly just like feeling terrible because I would get no sleep and I would just like be traveling so much, and it was just insane. So I am so glad that stage is over. Like once I moved to LA and like wasn't in college anymore, whoo, life was worth living, y'all. I don't know, like it was amazing. But yeah, I think now I don't travel nearly as much because now I'm based in LA, so like I don't have to go back and forth from Philly to LA or New York to LA because I work so much here. Sleeping, always sleep, drink a lot of water, take vitamin C pills and packets and like all that stuff. That's how I travel. My cousin asked me, what's your favorite part of the lifestyle you've created for yourself? It's a really sweet question. I would say my favorite and also least favorite part of this lifestyle would be the unpredictability of it. The pros are, one, like most of my days I'm not working and I can just do whatever I want and like enjoy my life. Like I'll just like go to coffee shops and I'll go to the park and I'll go thrifting and like on a random Monday or Tuesday, you know? So there's like pros when it comes to that. But also a con to that is like I never have a regular schedule. I can never schedule things in advance because I don't know when I'm going to work or what my schedule looks like for the month. I normally don't find out about jobs and like what I'm doing until a couple days before. So it's like everything has to be last minute for me, which is like annoying for a type A girly that I am. I just like love the fact that I can do whatever I want and be on my own schedule and be my own boss, I guess. But yeah, I feel like that's my favorite part. Just like having the flexibility to do whatever I want to do every day, not have to like be on a schedule and like work under people. It also has its cons, guys. I also got this question a lot, but what is my ethnicity? Okay, so short answer. I grew up thinking that I was Puerto Rican, Mexican, German, and Ukrainian. My dad is fully Puerto Rican, was born in Ponce, Puerto Rico. And my mom is Puerto Rican, Mexican, German, Ukrainian. My mom's parents, my grandma, my mama, is fully white, so German, Ukrainian, and my mom's dad, my grandpa, is Mexican and Puerto Rican. So that makes me what I am. But I recently did an ancestry. I'll put a screenshot. But it was so interesting. Basically, it says, I'm mostly Spanish, so I'm 31% from Spain, 16% Central and Eastern Europe, which is the German and Ukrainian, 15% Indigenous Puerto Rico, 9% Indigenous Mexico, 9% Portugal, so I didn't know I was Portuguese, 5% Germanic Europe, 3% Cameroon, 2% Sweden, 2% Basque, 1% Senegal, 1% Mali, 1% Benin and Togo, 1% Nigeria, 1% Western Bantu peoples, 1% Northern Africa, 1% the Balkans, 1% England and Northwestern Europe. I don't know, y'all. This is where I'm from on the map. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like from everywhere. I think it's like the Puerto Rican. Puerto Rico is like a melting pot, so everyone from everywhere just comes. So I'm a little bit of everything, okay? Don't play with me. All right, next question. Who is your favorite brand to work with? Ooh, I don't know. I love all brands that I work with. I don't have a fave. It's hard because like everyone's different. Like every brand I like for different things. And yeah, I feel like I can't say who my favorite brand is because then I don't want the other brands to get mad at me, you guys. So I'm gonna keep it hush hush. What's your height and weight? I'm 5'8" and I weigh 125 pounds, I think. I don't know the last time I freaking weighed myself. I don't weigh myself. That's something that I just personally can't handle, don't want to know. I don't really need to know, you know? So I think I'm like 125 pounds, but I don't know. Who knows? What are your favorite breakfasts? I don't really like breakfast, like at all, to be honest. But if I'm craving breakfast, it'll probably never be eggs. I'm not an egg girl. Maybe chicken and waffles. I love chicken and waffles. Kansas City versus Eagles. Obviously Eagles. This is so old. I asked these questions like during the Super Bowl. Eagles, Avi, I'm from Philly, y'all don't play with me. And we won and destroyed BTA. If you know, you know. Okay, next question. Where did you get your vintage/French class from? Why, thank you. If only you knew me. Just kidding. Me, okay, this is like funny, but I feel like me not shooting versus me like behind a or me behind a camera versus me like not at work are two completely different people. I literally feel like Hannah Montana. Like I am Hannah Montana. Miley is like me now. Like this is Mia. I am super outgoing, like I don't know. And then like Mia behind the camera is a completely different character. It's so cool. Like I love that about me. And honestly, I feel like it helps life be easier, I guess. Like when I'm behind the camera, I feel like I just like turn into this completely different aura, and it's like more sensual. Like you said, it's more French, it's more romantic. I don't know what happens. Literally once I'm on set, like something happens. I transform. But then me like out of the camera, like I'm from Philly, I talk like this, like it's crazy. And I think I also like saw what works and like what people want and like what they book me for, and I know what they want, so I give them what they want, you know? What is my skincare routine? I would say number one thing, as everyone says, drink water. I drink like 2 of these a day. Just chug it. Even if you don't feel like drinking water, it's gonna be hard the first couple days, and then once your body gets used to it, you'll want the water, you'll crave it. So I use 2 different brands. I use Rhode, like Olive Rhode Beauty. I use the toner and the moisturizer on some days. And then I also use Summer Fridays skincare. I think the first video that I posted, I did like a little bit of a skincare. Like I posted all the products that I use, but that's my everyday skincare routine. Like the Summer Fridays products and the Rhode products, I use that every day. And then also, I actually don't cleanse my face. I know I've seen some people talk about this, and it works for me. In the morning and at night, it depends. In the morning, like I'll just splash cold water on my face and just splash it and then wipe it off with a towel. At nighttime, if I had a shoot like that day, then I would use like makeup remover. Sometimes I use the wipe, sometimes I use micellar water. It depends how heavy the makeup is. I do that, and then again, I just wash my face with cold water. That's it. And then use a towel and like scrub it off. Very, very rarely, like when I feel like my skin is built up or I need to like strip it down, then I'll cleanse my face, and I just use the road cleanser. But it's very rare. I probably cleanse my face like once every 5 weeks. I know, that sounds crazy, guys. But I feel like less is more. Like the more products you use on your skin, the more your skin is gonna just break out and just not glow. And I genuinely think like what you eat and like drinking water, like that's how you glow from the inside out. That's what I think. But I also, let me be the first to tell you, I was born with really good genetics. Like my skin, like my dad's skin is really good. My mom's skin is really good. So I think I just honestly got blessed, and I would take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. But yeah, that's what I do. It works for me. Okay, someone asked me, what is your go-to coffee order? Okay, recently, so I used to be an iced vanilla latte girl, telada. But like I said, I've been cutting out sugar. So I just do iced latte with whole milk and a Truvia or like a stevia. And honestly, it's not that bad. It really isn't. Someone said, when did you know modeling was your career path? So this is a hard question because like I said, when I was younger, I always knew that like I was gonna be different, if that makes sense. I know it sounds like cocky or whatever, but I just always had this feeling that like I wasn't meant to do what everyone else was doing, especially like where I'm from. I just had this like feeling in the back of my head, or like this voice in the back of my head. And then in high school, I was always like super insecure about how I looked. I don't know why. I have no idea why. But like I hit puberty, and I just like, for some reason, I always just like hated my face. Like I would always like do pictures where I'm like covering my face, or I'm like this or like this, and like would always look down in pictures. And then my best friend was like, Mia, you're pretty, like you need to start freaking taking pictures, and then just like being confident in yourself, like take pictures. So then I would start taking pictures, or I would start like having my picture taken and like starting to feel confident in myself and like my posing and everything. And then I became a crazy person. Like I would freaking have my mom take pictures of me all the time. I just loved myself, I guess. I like forced myself to love myself. When I got to college, I majored in finance because I was like, whatever, I'm really good at math and like I know it will make me money, but I never was like super, like I'm not passionate about it at all. And honestly, like if you major in finance, like to be hanging with the finance bros, like you have to be passionate about it, and I just like wasn't. So I always like kind of knew, like I knew that I didn't want to go into finance when I graduated. And then COVID happened, so it was like a really strange time. And then after COVID is when the whole modeling thing happened, and I was freelance for a while. And I was like, even the first year, I was like, oh, like this is cool. Like I don't know if this is gonna work out long term, but maybe it will. And then when I got signed, I was like, oh, okay, like I can start doing this. When I started getting a little bit more traction on my socials, I was like, I think I can make this work. I feel like I always knew deep down, but probably not until I started being freelance with it, and like brands were reaching out to me, and I started like feeling the love from everyone. So someone asked me, what's something you wish you knew in college? I wish I knew that shit does not matter when you're in college. Like literally, as long as you graduate, you're fine, guys. Like I was tripping over not getting straight A's or like getting B's and stuff. And then at a certain point, I was just like, you know what? I just need to get by. So I feel like if you are not doing your best, or like are not getting good grades, or not showing up to class, like honestly, guys, chill out. It's not gonna matter once you get your degree. Like I wish I knew that I wasn't gonna use my degree. Like damn. I could have saved myself so much in student loans and time and stress. No, but it's okay. I'm glad I got my degree just to have it, like, just in case. But it is a little annoying that I don't really do much with it. But yeah, I feel like everything feels like it's such a big deal when you're in college and you're in like your little world, but honestly nothing's gonna matter once you're out of college. The boys you're dating, the friends you're with, the fights you have with your friends, like the grades you get, the drama, like none of it's gonna matter. That's what I would tell my college self. Someone asked me fave makeup products. I love my Makeup by Mario Skin Perfector. I use that as like a bronzer every day. Like some days I just wear that just to give me some color in my face. I like the Say Beauty blush. I think it's really dewy. I love the Rhode blushes. That's what I'm wearing right now. I love lip liner. Need to always leave the house with lip liner. The Say Beauty, what's it called? It's like glow serum or whatever. Love that. Yeah, hate mascara. I will never wear mascara willingly. Eyebrow gel, love any of them. And my Laneige lip mask. Those are my favorite makeup products. Hair routine. Okay, guys, I'm just now like getting a hang of my curly hair. This is not my best hair day because I just had it blown out for a shoot. So like the wash after I have my hair blown out, it's not the best. So like next wash, my hair will be a lot curlier. But if you guys want to see a curly hair routine, I can do a video for that. But yeah, basically, I don't really have like a hair care routine. Like I don't really oil my hair or anything. I honestly probably should. All the damage that I'm taking with these shoots and stuff. But if you guys have any tips for hair health, let me know. Fave clothing brands. Ooh. Right now is definitely Tank Air because I wear them so much. I love Yall, which is like an LA-based brand. I love Frankie's Bikinis. I love Mirapolay. I love Daniel Guzio. I'm trying to think who I've been shopping. I just like, the thing is like I thrift a lot of my stuff, so it's hard for me to say my favorite brands at the moment. But yeah, I guess those are a few. Okay, someone asked me, what is your birth chart? Oh, I'll tell you. I did an astro chart thing. I don't know anything about astrology, by the way. Like, I'm not one of those girls that knows anything about myself. So please, if I give you my big three or whatever, or I give you my chart, if you're into astrology, can you please comment down below and like read my ass? I want to know everything about me. Please, please, I'm dying for it. Can you please do it for me? Here's my chart. I'll do a screenshot right here of it. My sun is in Cancer, so I'm a Cancer. My moon is Aquarius. My Mercury is in Gemini. My Venus is in Gemini. My Mars is in Sagittarius. My Jupiter is in Gemini. My Saturn is in Gemini. My Uranus is in Aquarius. My Neptune is in Aquarius. My Pluto is in Sagittarius. My North Node is in Cancer. My Chiron is in Sagittarius. My Ascendant is in, so my rising is Gemini. And my MC, I don't know what that is in Aquarius. Yeah, y'all, please read me. I don't know what that means. Do you speak Spanish or do you plan to learn? No, I do not speak Spanish. I'm so upset about it. My dad never taught me. He speaks fluent Spanish. He just like, we weren't raised in a household where we learned Spanish. I'm talking about me and my brother. I should mention that. I have a sibling. He's older. He's 29. He also lives in LA. But yeah, it's just me and my brother. And no, we do not speak Spanish. I would love to learn. I've been trying to learn. Like I did Duolingo. I just like didn't feel like I was actually learning anything. And I can understand like bits and pieces. Like if you talk slow, I can understand. Like I took Spanish all of high school and college, but just like not a lot stuck with me. So I think I could learn if like I really wanted to put my time and effort into it. I've just been like so busy that I just like, on top of everything else, I don't know if I can learn a language right now. But I would love to in the future, of course. Like I would especially love to like for my children to speak Spanish. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but even if I just put them in classes, like I would love for them to learn Spanish. What are your non-negotiables throughout your day? Brushing my teeth, night and day, have to. Twice a day. Make my bed. I have to. My non-negotiable, it used to be coffee. Like I used to have a coffee every day. But honestly, I've been a lot better at it. But I would still probably put coffee or matcha like in that non-negotiable. Oh, drink water, non-negotiable. I don't think I can go a day. without drinking water. Oh my god. Like, non-negotiable, if I can help it, is getting 8 hours of sleep. Most of the time, it's like 10 hours. Like, I'm a sleeper. I love to sleep. If you let me sleep, I will sleep for 12 to 14 hours. Like, I'm not kidding. I love sleeping. What do you look for in a man? I don't look for men. Am I left-handed or am I right-handed? I'm right-handed, unfortunately. My brother's left-handed. He got the cool gene. My favorite places that I have been and then places that I want to go. Number one was probably Iceland. Oh my god. I went to Iceland. It was so beautiful. Like, one of the most beautiful places I've ever been. I really want to go back. I saw the Northern Lights. I really want to go back in the summer so that I can, like, experience Iceland in the summer. Where else? I loved Paris. Loved Paris. A lot of people hate Paris. I don't know why. I freaking loved it. I thought it was beautiful. I loved the vibes of it. I loved going out there. I loved the food. I loved the thrifting. London. Loved London. I could live in London, I think. Other than the fact that it's, like, always cloudy and cold and, like, rainy. If it was sunny in London, I'm there. The thrifting in London. The breakfast. So I told you I'm not a breakfast girl. I went to London and I was obsessed. Their eggs are so good. So good. And I came back from London and I had an egg fixation, which is crazy because I hate eggs. But London put me on. And Spain. I went to Spain in September and I could definitely live in Spain. I went to Barcelona and Madrid. It was beautiful. Beautiful. I loved both cities equally, to be honest. Probably Barcelona a little bit more just because it felt a little younger. But yeah, the thrifting was insane. If you guys want to see, I had the most insane thrift haul from Spain. All of my coolest pieces were from Spain. So I should do a video of just like everything I got in Spain because it was crazy. Where do I want to go? Greece, Japan. So I really want to go to Japan in April, which is next month. I don't know if I'm going to be able to though with like my schedule and everything, but I would love to go to Japan. Greece, I'm thinking about going in May with my roommates and my friends because it's just beautiful and I've been wanting to go to Greece. One of my favorite movies is Mamma Mia and it takes place in Greece, so I like want to live that Greece fantasy for a second. Third one would probably be, I've been wanting to go to Australia for a long time just because I feel like it's super cool there, but I want to go in the summer when I can like really experience it. Those are like my top 3 that I know are realistic that I can go to, but obviously like I have so many more that are like dream places. Fave places to eat in LA. Guys. Number 1, Kobe's in Santa Monica. So good. Anna Jack Thai. Probably the best Thai food I've ever had. Ate there for my birthday. John and Vinny's. My brother's like one of the managers there. For the Win. For really good smash burgers. That's all I can think of on the top of my head, but there's definitely more. How is growing up in Philly? Honestly, I loved growing up in Philly. Like, I feel like I'm such a city ghoul. And I feel like it gave me such a good, like, it gave me like street smarts, which I feel like a lot of people don't have at all. Like, not growing up in a city, but yeah, I grew up in a city. I grew up like when I was 12 years old, just like walking home from school in like the city of Philadelphia. Like if you're like from a big city, you know the vibes. Like it was fine, especially back then. Like no one really gave a fuck. But yeah, there's obviously like there's obviously cons of Philly. Like it's dangerous as hell. A lot of people get like become a part of things that they shouldn't become a part of. And I feel like my parents did a really, really good job of like keeping me and my brother just like super, super busy with our own things and like not letting us get caught up in like Philly's world. My parents were strict. Like my mom especially was strict, so she didn't play with us. So I feel like I got to see the good parts of Philly where like a lot of people don't have that privilege, especially in Philadelphia. So I'm really, really grateful for how I was raised. What does your family do? Aw. Okay, so my mom is, I don't even know her freaking title, but she works for, I'm gonna call her real quick. Let's get her on. She doesn't know she's getting recorded.
Hello?
Hey, somebody asked me what my parents do. What do you do for work?
I am a facility manager.
And for what company? Is there like a company you're a facility manager for?
For CBRE.
CBRE. Okay.
CBRE facility manager.
All right. Sounds good.
And you know what your dad is?
My dad is
An executive sous chef.
An executive sous chef. Okay. Got it. All right. Love you. Bye.
Seriously?
Okay, so you heard it first. My mom is a facility manager for CBRE in Philly, and my dad is an executive sous chef at a catering company in Philly. And then my brother is one of the managers at John and Vinny's in LA. Does your family live in LA too? No, they do not. My brother does, but my parents do not, and my grandparents do not. Fun fact about me is I was raised majority of my life with my grandparents and my parents in the same household. So it was like there was always people in the house, like literally like I was basically raised by my grandparents and my parents. Do you see yourself living in LA forever? No, I don't think so. I love LA, but I don't know if I could raise my children here. I love like the idea of just like my kids being raised on the East Coast just because I was raised on the East Coast. So yeah, I don't know where exactly yet, but I don't think it's LA. I don't think I'm gonna be in LA for forever. Do you pay editors for your YouTube videos? No, I do not. I do this by hand, y'all. All right? And I actually really like it and I really enjoy it, so I hope you guys do too. Where did you get your sense of style? My daddy. My dad is really, really cool. He has like, he always made sure, like growing up, like he always had a fit on. He always made sure we had a fit on. So I like always grew up caring about my style and like being with the times and like understanding trends and stuff. Definitely because of him. Do you miss Philly ever? Yes, sometimes I do. Especially because like my parents are still there. Yeah, there's things about Philly I miss. Philly cheesesteaks, are you kidding? Freaking Wawa. Just like the vibes there, like I have friends there still. The food, Philly food, like restaurants are so good. Yeah, there's definitely things that I miss about Philly. Philly in the summer, in the spring, in the fall, beautiful. Winter, not for me. What are your favorite movies / TV shows? Okay, favorite movies. Mamma Mia, Burlesque, La La Land. The Goonies was like one of my favorite movies for a minute. And those, like, I'm not saying they're the best movies ever. I'm just saying that they're my favorite comfort movies. Favorite TV shows. Vampire Diaries, The Walking Dead. Oh my god, I was obsessed with The Walking Dead. Freaking Game of Thrones, House of Dragon. Yeah, I'm that girl. Love. Those are my favorite TV shows. Have you found your reason for being? Nope. I'm just out here living. Just out here doing me. I have no idea my reason for being. No idea. Don't ask me that question. That was too deep. All right, last question. What are some of your favorite songs right now? I have a crazy music taste. Not gonna lie. It's like all over the place. Honestly, I've been obsessed with Frank Ocean right now. I always loved Frank Ocean, but I feel like I never really like did a whole deep dive into like all of his songs. And I just love it. He brings me a sense of just like comfort. I don't know. So my favorite song by him right now is Swim Good. So good. I love Cigarettes After Sex. K and Apocalypse are like my faves right now. Love The Strokes, specifically Ode to the Mets. I love that song. Those are like my top things that I've been listening to right now. But yeah, that's about all you guys asked me. Let me know if you guys have any other questions in the comments. I'll answer them. Yeah, thank you for watching and for sitting here with me while I yap about nonsense about my life. This is my first sit-down video, so if I was yapping a little bit too much, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me know what else you want to see. Like, I want to do more sit-down videos, just like more talking videos to the camera. I'll still be doing my vlogs and stuff, but I want to give you guys some of this as well. Some of this as well. So, let me know what you want to see. All right, love y'all. Thanks for watching.